Hello my fellow gamers and welcome back to Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod. I am your host Shadow, and today's round we have got round 2 of Group B as the Chaos Marines are already, look at them, there's no holding back them, that's for sure. In this one, in the bottom right corner we have JDL playing as the Alpha Legion Forces of Chaos, and in the top left corner in the red, well, red on the map, but on the white power armor, we have Tyrannus playing as the Space Marines. Now, I don't recognise this chapter, I'm not going to lie. This hot moon on a half crest here and white armor. Don't know if it's a personal one for himself. If not, do let me know in the comments below. So, what are both players playing as? Well, they're playing as Space Marines, Loyalists and Chaos. But Tyrannus is playing as the Alpha Carry, so, Heathen support mostly. Well, on the Chaos side, he is playing as Chaos Lord in really big armor. As you can see, just runs through cover. He is the tank hero for the Forces of Chaos. Can't tell you much more than that, I'm not going to lie. But we do have the Alpha Legion with Chaos Space Marines already taking the mid-critical point. Victory point, they also have the second one, their natural. The Loyalists have got their natural critical point. But when Chaos get that 500 tickets, you're going to start dropping down. There we go. So what have both forces got so far? We've got the Chaos Lord and Chaos Marines in the centre. In the north, I was going to say northwest, there's northeast, well done. Northeast, we have one unit of coaches going around the flank here. And in the centre, coming up to support the Chaos Marines, we have another unit of coaches. The Alpha Carry is going along the top ridge here, the eastern ridge, with a couple squad of scouts there and his Marines as well. Gonna try and push those coaches back. They've suppressed the scouts, but that don't matter because they forced the coaches back. They're now withdrawing. Where's the other unit of scouts? Ah, very sneaky. No, it's not because they're. Oh yeah, it's there, the red ones. So yeah, we got scouts sneaking around behind here, cutting off some of the power supply for the Forces of Chaos. They're now snuck around and are dealing with the victory point here. Where is Chaos? Chaos have actually pushed right up and they're trying to deal with their critical location. That is their power node up there. And their Lord is grabbing the critical there. So we've got a bit of a switcheroo going on. But we do have a Devastator squad now being made for the Loyalists. If you have a look at the income, the Loyalists are getting more requisition in. They're getting less power, but that's not so important in the early stages. This heavy boat is going to make a huge difference. There you go. So we've got the scouts to try to sneak around. They are just going to make it out of there because the Devastators are ready. And now they're going to let fly into the flank of those Marines. The Alpha Carry is trying to take on the Chaos Lord in melee. See, there's the Heathen going down. But the Devastator squad of the heavy boat has done a fantastic job suppressing all these forces. But I don't know if it's doing enough damage. The Alpha Carries had to withdraw. It looks like the Marines have withdrawn as well. A bit suppressive. There you go. Everyone's withdrawn. But I think it's safe to say that the Loyalists came out better on top there. They have got the 2 locations there. Got some coaches taking out some scouts down there. But now we've got 2 neutral points. It's weird. The Loyalists are red and the Chaos are blue. This is just to confuse me. Keep looking at the map, think it's the other way. But no. So, yeah, we've got the Space Marines, as you can see, are dominating for the most part of the map here. In fact, looking at the resource count now, 338 requisition to the Chaos 291 and 29 power to the 49. But I believe that's purely because, yeah, they've built some power generators there. But the Imperium are now, yep, the Imperium is now actually equaled it, so it was just those generators giving them the edge. Got some coaches now moving along the eastern side of the map, northeastern path, trying to capture that requisition point. Requisition at the beginning, guys, is most important. Oh, we do have some Chaos Raptors being summoned, which is going to deal with the Devastators. And I just realised there's a squad of scouts missing. There were 2 scouts, but look, they're now ready to gun in here. These cultists are not in a good place. They're getting gunned down. But we do have the Chaos Lord now coming in. The Alpha Carry's coming in to intercept them. Look, the cover means nothing. He just walks straight up to the Devastators of the heavy bow. Fantastic. Now the Marines are getting themselves in, Chaos Marines are getting themselves into position. They're trying to make a run for it because they've had one of their number killed. Let's have a look. So I don't think there's any upgrades as of yet on anything. But the Chaos Marines are making a run for it. But oh, Chaos Lord, he has now got a Combi Flamer. So the Stormbolter that comes with an Undersung Flamer for 31.61 Piercing DPS. Grants Immortalate ability, which ignites an area in Flamer for 15 seconds, dealing 12 ability flame damage and radius of 10. Nice. And there, but in comes the Raptors. It was all a lie. It was a trap. And now we got coaches coming in to support him, but we do have another tactical squad coming in for the Marines. And as I said, they do have the domination of the map. They even now have more requisition, so they've got more resources to spend. Nope, they're forward about the Alpha Carry's keeping the Raptor squad back though. Oh, he is getting the Sanguine Chainsword though. Let's see, what upgrades have all these units got so far? Nothing, I don't think. Where do they go? Ah, they're going up here to grab the point there. 2 points are now, critical locations are in the hands of Chaos, so the points are going back down for the Loyalist here. That's a good position. I swear I saw an upgrade going down, but where was it? Maybe it got cancelled. Coaches though, these coaches did a great job bogging down the Space Marines. In comes the Heavy Bolter though, but they're doing a great job just keeping them busy, really cheap, while the Chaos Marines do the real damage. The Raptors have captured that requisition point, and suddenly this whole map's turned around. It was mostly red, now it's mostly blue. Scout forces trying to push up, but being forced back by the Fellows of Chaos. Oh, look at that! Pushes in suppressors, but he is now healing everyone. And the Raptors are actually being dealt with quite nicely. But now the Chaos Lord's getting involved, and he's got that flamethrower. Tier 2 for the Lord of the Space Marines though. They're now... Oh, the Raptors got wiped out, guys! The Raptors have all been wiped out. The Lord is making a run for it. And that Chaos is just tearing up to tier 2 as well. But we do have 2 tactical squads for the Loyalists. 1 unit of Scouts and the Devastators, which I believe are at the back. Yeah. Oh no, they're pushing forward now. The Alpha Carry has got his Sanguine Chainsword. So what does that do? Gives him a bolt pistol as well. Gives 25% health, which makes sense. Oh, with each melee attack, so every time he attacks, and 10 health with each ranged attack against infantry. Also increases the Alpha Carry's charge distance by 11. From 12 to 23. 38.36 DPS. Coach is coming in to try and deal with this push coming in here, because when it comes to the later tiers, power is more just as important as requisition. And look, the Forces of Chaos have actually got more requisition coming in now, 311 to the 241. But if we're looking as well, the Loyalists have got the 2 critical locations, so the Forces of Chaos are going down, but it's only 6 points difference at the moment. But this is absolutely brilliant. Taking these generators out costs so much to build. That will have a real effect on the economy for Chaos. As you see, yeah, 29 to 59. So the Loyalists are now getting 30 more power than the Forces of Chaos. Got the coaches now coming in. But I do feel like, unless Chaos gets some really nifty units, I feel like them... Oh, he is getting some Armor of Inferno. Are we getting anything from them? No, but it looks like shotguns for the Scouts and a flamethrower for the Tactical Marines. That's made the coaches have to back off. But the Devastators are having to fall back, and they've got a mad Chaos Lord here. But because the main push has been pushed over here, all the forces of the Loyalists can now attack the Chaos Lord on his own. So what does that give him? That the Galaxy Burn ability increases the Lord's health by 150, but he's got 250. Ah, we got Dreadnought coming in for the Loyalists now. That is not good. If we thought they had advantage, look, they're taking out that generator. And this is only half the Loyalist forward. Here's the other half pushing up now, probably going for that victory point. If they can capture all 3 of them, Forces of Chaos are not in a good place here. Trying to get their health and units back up, but I don't know if it's going to... But they are got a Blood Crusher coming in. But the Dreadnought is going to come first. We've got Khorne Worshiping being dropped. Quite surprising by the Alpha Legion doing any of that. I like the way the scouts are falling back just to get... And look, they've neutralised that point. That's all they need to do. Oh, that's some nice blast scum down there. That must be the... Oh, let the Galaxy burn. But he's only got 130 health. He's practically not health left. Coates is trying to get in there. But here comes the scouts, as expected. Doing their close range support. Gunning those Coates down. The Dreadnought is now built. But in fact... Oh, the Marines have flanked him. The ones with the flamethrower. Look at that. Pushed them right back. In comes the Blood Crusher, though. In fancy green, he's gone for a Khorne and mint look. No, but they're now... All the Loyalists are falling back, but they can afford to. They do have a Dreadnought here. Not liking the Forces of Chaos chances here. I mean, they're just trying to capture their natural. The Loyalists have captured the centre and natural point. And as you can see, they've captured that point as well. Does that mean Chaos have absolutely... They've got 10 power coming in to the 69 of the Imperium, but they do have more requisition, 283 to the 224 of the Loyalists. Oh, he's having to fall back now. Having more rec would be good to get just basic infantry and stuff and upgrades on, but you really need the power for the good stuff, and that's where the Loyalists are going to dominate. Oh, they've got a Las Cannon now as well. That anti-tank damage is going to absolutely rip up that Blood Crusher, but we do have Plague Marines coming in now for the Force of the Chaos. Force of the Chaos, just get rid of their strength, getting ready to push into the centre here, and the Loyalists need to get themselves into a position where they can defend. Oh, look at the range that Las Cannon has. It's so beautiful. Loyalists, they're scanning around, getting their points ready. I would get the Scavenge if I was them to try and grab that requisition, try and take that point away. Chaos Lord's going to have a little poke, have a look, but that's kind of... And there's a Dreadnought, there's a Dreadnought. Oh, there goes Let the Galaxy burn by the looks of it. Oh, that might be the Immolate. Seems a bit odd, but look, so much damage he took. And now the Dreadnought's just walking into the... Look, just cuts down Coates left and right. Absolutely easy kills for him. Here comes the Blood Crusher, but this is what the Las Cannon's there for, and the Dreadnought with his close combat weapons. This is not looking good. He's down, and I don't think they've got any anti-tank weapons to deal with that Dreadnought. They're now falling back. In comes the Plague Marines. They do have some sort of rocket launcher, but no good of the Dreadnoughts, literally, and they fired their shot at the Scouts. There we go, it's the oak key to move around, beautiful. But look, now the forces of the Imperium can push up. They know the forces of Chaos have nothing left to hold against this. We've even got some Starngard veterans coming in. Where are they then? Oh, they're right mixed in there. But yeah, look at this, the forces of the Imperium are pushing in for the Emperor, for the Imperium. They're smashing through. The forces of the Chaos have got nothing to stop this now. There we go, unit is now grabbing the last victory point, and they're pushing the forces of Chaos back. Oh, that's a nice shot to the back there, but it barely did any damage. So now the Loyalists have pulled them back, but they've got all three locations. Yeah, and they're grabbing the power nodes as well. They're going to starve the enemy, and I think this is the first time we've seen this. Tier 3 is coming out onto the field. Oh dear, and now they're getting flanked by the Starngard veterans. The Las Cannon is getting some shots off as well. Not only are they outnumbered, I mean, if we look at the army, 42 to 74, it's nearly 2 to 1 in regards to army limits. In comes the Dreadnought as well to punch him in the face. We got flamethrowers going as well. Oh, the Alpha Carry's had a lot of upgrades, but we're focused on the combat itself. There's 386 tickets to 72 in the favour of the Loyalists, and the Loyalists are pushing them right back. I mean, all the Loyalists have on the map. There we go, we got GG. Tyrannus, with his loyal Imperial forces, the Alpha Carry, have pushed the Alpha Legion out of the map utterly, and has utterly and completely crushed them. That is a fantastic first round. We'll jump straight now to the second battle of this round for Group B. Started in the south corner of this map, playing as, I want to say, the Beltan of the Eldar, we have our very own Professor Pone. And in the north corner of the map, playing as the Tyranids, the superior race in Warhammer 40k, we have our very own subscriber, Sniper Cat. So he is playing as the Lictor, the sneaky cloaking assassin character. Very good in melee. And he is up against the Farseer. So I believe this is their main support unit, I believe, actually, their leader. I'm trying to think, he's not the main fighter of their of the three leaders, but she has very, very powerful psychic abilities. Not sure if they would work against the Tyranids, though, but never mind. We already have a couple of Dire Avenger squads coming out here. Something that's absolutely brilliant with this mod compared to the original, where they have Guardians. The Dire Avengers are their foot soldiers. The Guardians are like civilians, like Melissa, worst case scenario. Oh, we got Sniper Cat sneaking in to get his first kills against the Dire Avenger squad. Stop and capturing that power node. We do have some Howling Banshees coming onto the field for the forces of Professor Pone. But we have Hormigans here and 2 units of Tomagans already dominating this. And also, for those watching the map in the bottom left, the Tyranids are playing as the blue, the Eldar playing as the red. So look at that, quickly running into the building and hiding, running for their lives. But yeah, Lictor better get out of there because they're in cover. In comes the Farseer, and we got Howling Banshees as well. These things are absolutely brutal. Just admiring the models. But they, oh dear, the Tyranids have been caught trying to capture that center victory point. Phyllis, Tyranids are numerous and cheap, but oh, do they go down quickly. I'm surprised none of them fell, actually. Must have been because they immediately withdrew. But both teams have now got a victory point each. They are grabbing the mid one, which is the most important. But what I like about this one compared to the other map is the victory points are actually on the flanks. They're not like naturally to each opponent. I guess this one's slightly closer to the Eldar, and this one's slightly closer to the Tyranids, but where they're kind of in the middle, and in comes the Tyranid swarm to deal with these Banshees that are trying to grab this victory point. Oh, and the Farseer is being caught out by the Lictor. And now the main push is happening over here, and the Banshees, oh, immediately to respond there. Gotta say, the micro and both of these teams have done very well. Lictor getting out of there. They've only 100 health left. They have scared off the Banshees, which is their main support going. So now everything's focused on them. And immediately, yeah, one group has already got the Toxin Sacks. That's expected. Cheap, quick upgrade to get, but absolutely worth it. Farseer at half health, making a run for it now. And I think that, oh, the Hormigans, if they're bound and trying to get out of there. I think, yes, one of the Dire Avenger squads got wiped out there by the Hormigans as we were focused on the Farseer, which is, I suspect, exactly what happened to Professor Pone. He was focused on the Farseer, not really paying attention to what happened to the Dire Avengers as they get wiped out. Now the Tyranids are grabbing that victory point, and I suspect, yep, there's another group there grabbing that victory point. Have they both got Toxin Sacks now? Second one was getting the Toxin Sacks now. And the Lictor's got the feeder tendrils, so he gets to heal every time he attacks infantry. And in this early game, infantry's all you're going to be up against. So that's pretty much every strike. But we do have the Howling Banshees. They've got Aspect of Strength, which increases their health by 10%, grants the War Shout and Fleet of Foot abilities, and gives Exile an Executioner weapon, which is a 51.43 heavy melee DPS and weapon. But the Lictor's just coming up here, cloaked and then uncloaked in the melee, denying them that chance to get those shots off. But I don't think this is all the Tyranids. No, there's a group of Gaunts sneaking on the east side to grab some points while they're pushing in the centre here. And the Lictor getting that healing on the Banshees. The Farseer is scared off the Gaunts over there, though. The Farseer also has Doombringer. Oh, and the Lictor's falling, guys. Howling Banshees taking out the Lictor. But he's instantly been saved and respawned. Definitely good there. You want him in there as much as possible. More Dire Avengers coming in for the Elder. In come the Banshees to grab that requisition that the Gaunts had only just grabbed. The Farseer grabbing their centre point. So look, what does the Doombringer bring? It encrypts a Singing Spear that improves the Farseer melee attack. 57.69 melee DPS and upgrades her range attack. 10.29 piercing DPS. Also grants the Doom ability that increases received damage of the targeted enemy by 40%. I wonder if that's what took the Lictor out. But the Tyranids pushing down now. And this is what I love about them. Always coming in a swarm. Oh, but the Lictor's on the other side, grabbing these Dire Avengers while they can. They do have aspect of their Avenger, so receives Plasma Grenades and deployable energy shields as well. Increases the squad's maximum health by 33%. I love the way they just read it in the building. It's like, can't touch us now. Oh, there goes the grenade. Just dodged there. That's what I mean. The micro on both of these players is absolutely fantastic. Getting the Dire Avengers to full back. In comes the Farseer. That Doom Spear's where it's going to do a lot. The Elder are waiting for more stuff to come in. Oh, what's that? Didn't know you could build extra gates. But look, yeah, Gaunts trying to grab those locations. Grabbing as many as they can. Look at this, a big push there. Using their numbers how the Tyranids should be. When you outnumber them, well, they don't actually outnumber them, but they have pushed the Elder back. So now they're just grabbing as many locations as they can. There is 2 critical locations to 1 for the Tyranids. But the Elder did get a good head start. It's 490 to 380. In comes the Lictor as well. Oh, we got a Guardian Weapons team coming in. But the Tyranids have got a Warrior Brood and immediately upgraded into Barbed Strangler and the Tier 2. I did wonder what the Tyranids were going to do, but they've been dominating the map for the most part. I'll be careful, Lictor. There's some big guns here. I would not want to... Yeah, there goes. Get out of that range. So they're going for the power node instead. Quickly destroy that if they can. Banshee's getting in there. Where are those Tyranid Warriors? They're really needed about now. Getting themselves in a position, hidden in the cover there. But look how many Gaunts have died. I think there was a Plasma Grenade or drop. Banshee's falling back. But yeah, I mean, the Gaunts here have only got 1, but they do have Adrenal Gland. So, Adrenal Gland increases health and damage by 10% and allows them to leap into melee, increases charge range from 8 to 12. That was a good move by the Tyranids. Just get them all to fall back. Got the Warriors now covering the retreat. They do have the Barbed Strangler, which is effective against mass and garrisoned infantry. Well, that's good because the infantry keep hiding in buildings. At the moment, it is ticking away for the Tyranids' favour. Oh, no, they've just neutralised one now. There's our Barbed Strangler shot. Immediately makes them suppress, slowing them down. How are we doing on all the upgrades, though? They've got grenades, they've got their abilities. So, Toxin Sacks, Adrenal Glands. Oh, he's just about to get the deadly jump. I love the deadly jump. He just literally, he would just appear. And he's just going to jump onto that weapons team. You watch. He's just going to jump. Oh, they've been suppressed as well. Is he going to do their jump ability? It has research. The Hormigans doing their ability. Look, the weapons team has been completely destroyed. There goes the leap ability into the middle of the Dire Avengers. The weapons team's been wiped out. Suddenly the Elder are being absolutely slaughtered by the speed and the support that the Tyranids can bring to bear in this battle. Bouncy's trying to push it back now, but the Farseer is taking so much damage. She's pretty much taken out. Seer's down. And so are the Dire Avengers. That Dire Avenger squad's been... All that's left is the Banshees. Saying that the Warriors decide to run. But oh, even the that was a massive win there for the Tyranids. With the Farseer down, the Banshees have only got 2 more, so they're going to take ages to regen. Got the Dire Avengers at full strength now. But they've spent all their resources going to tier 2. Well, the Tyranids already on tier 2 are now pushing for Tyrant Guard. So they've got the melee, they've got the jumper, they've got the range support, and they've got the suppression. Now they're going for the big scary monstrous creatures. Let's look at the resources. The Elder actually have 342 rec to the 300 of the Tyranids, 59 to the 69, but yeah, 31 army supply to the 51 of the Tyranids. And because of that win, they've got so much more of the red stuff as well. I can't remember what that's called now. But that was a huge win. They're getting their reinforcements up as well. The Banshee's back. So's the Farseer. Ah, there's a second webway. Ah, okay, then I didn't know they had... I know they had webways in the lore, but I didn't realize they actually had it in-game. That's awesome. So they can jump from the base to the midpoint quite quickly. But I think the Tyranids are going to find this. And oh no, they're hugely outnumbered here. The Warriors, the Gaunts, the Hormigans are just there absorbing. And yet the Banshees have been wiped out, guys. The Banshees have been wiped out. The Farseer making a run for it at half health. And where is the... Avengers are up in the northwestern corner. In comes the Tyrant Gun. We do have a Falcon, though, for the Elder coming in. But in they come. They've got to destroy that power node now. Where is... There's the Lictor. He's grabbing that point as well. But while all this has happened, all these forces are here. The Elder, using what small forces they've got, grabbing the location. And once again, we've got going to tier 3, guys. Tier 3 for this battle. And look, the map is mostly blue. They're going for the power nodes. And of course, they did take out the webway gate as well. Time's taken for the Elder to take that one requisition point. The Tyranids are pushing in. We do have the Vulcan on the field, though. Very nice paint job, I might add. Seems very fitted. But the Tyrant Guards immediately in there. And they've been suppressed with a rear hit. And the Hormigans get in there. They're immediately having to withdraw. We got more Dire Avengers coming in now. Problem is, for the Tyranids pushing this far forward, the Elder have reinforcements right there. But look, yeah, they're jumping in as well. Tier 3 being done. Victor has grabbed that location, so the map is mostly blue for this part. Oh, this Tyrant Guard's got to be careful. He's got Doom placed on him, as we know, and it's also got Ghost Helm. So he's fallen back before he takes too much. But they've done their job. They're taking out this power node. And tier 3 is now done for the Tyranids. Tyranids have a lot of requisition and power just sat there ready to go for whatever they want to build. There's the Lictor. He's grabbing the power node there. The Elder, they're trying to do a bit of harassment here. But I don't think it's going to be enough compared to the Tyranids. 291. Somehow the Elder are getting more requisition. That might be due to the number of troops on the field, actually, could be a factor. But they are getting 64 power over the Elders 15. And uh-oh, the Hormigans, they found them. Guys, they found the Dire Avengers. I don't expect these guys to get out. They're trying to flee, but... pretty much the amount of firepower being dropped on them. Is that one going to make it? He did stall for a second. In comes the Falcon, though, to deal with that. They're trying to grab that location, the victory point. Remember, guys, when this has all happened, the Tyranids have been winning on the victory points just because they own 2-1. But it looks like the Tyranids may actually get pushed back here. Hormigans have done a runner. But actually, the Farseer should have probably stayed in there. Oh, that's a plasma grenade! Oh, that's a lot of Gaunts going down there. Oh, but we got a Venom Brood's been summoned. Look at those Venom cannons. Oh, that is not good. That's not good. Oh, that heavy infantry. The Elder have literally just got 2 Dire Avengers and a Farseer to try and stop this onslaught. We got Warrior Brood, the Barbed Strangler, the Venom Brood, Tyrant Guard, who's now at full health. Where's the Lictor in all this? He's holding the center. Not sure what he's doing. He's just having a good time. Yeah. taking it easy. The Gaunts have had to fall back. Yeah, this push has fallen back, but they can afford to do that. Oh, don't send the Tyrant Guard on zone. I said that. Oh, of course, there's no Vulcan. We do have... Oh, Artiac is here as well, though. These are their commanders. So I suspect him to do quite well against this. Dire Avengers coming in, and the Farseer. Yeah, just get out of there, Tyrant Guard. Just get out of there. It's not worth it. We do have some cap here. Oh, the Victor's getting in there as well. He's got the Lone Hunter. Oh, so when he's not in the radius of an enemy, he actually does 50 more damage. A Neurophrobe's being summoned, guys. A legendary creature. We have a legend coming onto the field. Didn't realize you could have, like, more than 6 units, but apparently you can. Where's the Tyranids? Could it be this giant blue blob that's coming across the field? The Victor probably wants to get out of there. He's taking a lot of damage. But he does heal. And he's actually making them... Oh no, he is now falling back. In a weird, waddly way. Hang on. Do we now have Neurophobe on the field? We have a Neurophobe, guys. Though I don't know where his card is. Yeah, but look at him. Oh, that is glorious. The Elder, if they weren't in for a bad time yet, they definitely are now. Grabbing the points they can. Pin the Elder into that corner. What have we got? We've got a Fire Dragon squad. That's probably what they need. The Warriors, the Tyrant Guard, and the Neurophobe. Elder trying to push onto the eastern side now. Oh, that's a nice little jump there. Oh, they're going for that victory point. Gonna try and own that where the Tyranids are sat here. To be fair, the Tyranids are now falling for the trap where they outnumber them. They've got much more powerful infantry. And we've got Genestealers. Got Genestealer brood coming in. How many units can you guys have? Because how do you select them? Maybe it's when you're a player you get on this screen to it. But the Elder... Oh, the Victor's in there grabbing it. Getting that healing as well. Gets the cancellation. Problem is... Oh, here comes the Fire Dragons. Looking good in their red suspenders. But we do have the Dire Avengers here trying to hold them off. They do have those plasma grenades, remember. And you got... Yeah, there's 2 squads. But the Victor can afford this. Because the main swarm's here, though. I'm not entirely sure why. Look at the size of that Neurophobe compared to the others around him. He's scary. And we got Genestealers now. Just infiltrating Genestealers to join the Victor. So now we can have units that can be completely invisible and just rip up anything in close combat. But I feel that the Tyranids could be pushing on more than one front here. They've got all these units. One is split into 2. Look at that. Just instantly blows up that power generator. I guess he wants it wherever he goes. He can get the win here. And there is, remember, 2 points to 1 for the Tyranids. 381 to 170. So 200 points difference. And the Tyranids are just getting a stupid amount of units on. Not sure where these Fire Dragons are going. I think they're here to take out the power node. But the Tyranids have snuck around and have caught these Dire Avengers in a bad trap here. And the Fire Dragons are completely out of position. Artiac, he has got an Executioner, so he has got a Spear. Very effective against infantry. 64.29 power melee DPS for that. Look, the Genestealers. What have the Genestealers? Ah, they've got Rending Claws, so they've got the upgraded weapon. He's making a run for it, but he's taking so much damage. He's got only 60 health. Look at him jump, though. He's a real little ninja. He's going for that victory point. Oh, there's a Web Ray Gate hidden there as well. And we've got some Fire Dragons at the back. Looks like they only took one of those out. Victor's at full strength again. Where are those Genestealers? Oh, and the Tyranids are coming in to deal with these Fire Dragons. Genestealers are holding that center point. There you go. Look, now they're capturing it. They're being shot to bits here. There's so many range. Did they get suppressed? No, they did manage to dodge that. Desperately trying to reinforce, but the Tyranids, that's what I mean. The Tyranids could be pushing on all 3 fronts at this point. The Victor's here. We do have the Genestealers here at the center, and they're going for... Oh, they're going for the Farseer. Now the Tyranids are pushing in the center, but again, send a couple units here. Grab this victory point. I do feel that this battle could have probably been over by now if the Tyranids were spreading out like they were at the beginning. Don't forget, guys, as well, this is the end of round 2 for Group B. So at the end of this video, at the end of this battle, I will be going over all of the tables and showing you how that's advanced. I should probably mention that. Oh, but we do have a Wraith Lord coming in now. I don't know if it's enough. If the Tyranids were pushing and grabbing, I mean, they're only grabbing one location, but the other one's completely undefended. Grab it. You could have all 3 points. Instead, that's going for 2. And they're not even pushing for these points. They should be like, just get the Gaunts to run in and grab those locations. They would have discovered that warp gate as well by now. But we do have a Wraith Lord. The Elder are getting their strength back up. If we look at the army image, 58 to 85. The Tyranids have over 700 requisitions just sat in their account. And double the power as well. So pretty much if they lose anything, they can just gain it back. Look, there's a power node here. Yeah, deal with it. Oh, Dire Avenger's getting wiped out there. But this one, oh. What on earth was that bombardment coming down there? Neurothrone getting caught in close combat. As a Tyranid player, I know that's a bad idea. I mean, where's the Lictor? Lictor's just sat here. Why is it not advancing and grabbing these points? Why? Why, Sniper Cat, are you dragging this out? Why don't you spread it out? Have a couple... I mean, like here. Have one unit here. Everything else here. Because you could be capturing that power node, denying the enemy. The Farseer is down on the floor as well. Go with them, but they do have fire... Oh, it looks like we are going to have a confrontation, though. Are the Tyranids going to take it? I think they could win it. If it's all against all, they should definitely do well. Oh, look at those blast attacks coming in, though. I bet you that's the Nearfire. In comes the Time Guard. In comes the... Victor's coming behind. And the Barber Strangler as well, doing amazing damage. And you go with them, but you got the Venom Cannon crew as well, which are the anti-tank weapons of what should be. So that Wraith Guard is pretty much down and out for the count. They've got all 3 points yet. It looks like the Tyranids are going to grab the win. The Elder have been absolutely decimated. They've only got 8 points left, and that's dwindling fast. Well played to both players there. Professor Pone for keep going. But yeah, Sniper Cat and the mighty Tyranids have taken it and seen these hive colours now. That's definitely Belmorph. Or Splinter 3 of Belmorph, the red and blue there. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, that game could have probably been done like 5 minutes earlier if the Tyranids just decided to like spread out a bit. Not so they could be picked off by the Elder, but so they could grab multiple points. And then if they got contested, just fall back. But we are there at the end, guys. Now we'll go over the table for this match. And then we'll go over the tournament table overall. Alright then, guys, so now what you guys have probably been all waiting for, here is the updated table. So I like to get a couple rounds in for each group before getting the table out, because there's not much to look at. But here you can see, in Group A, in the pretty green, we have Redbeard taking the lead with 2 wins and no losses. Following him just behind is Exion, who has got 1 win. He's only played 1 game so far, but he technically has a 100% win ratio. So that's important. Next we have Turari, who has got 1 win or 1 loss. Then our YouTuber Raven, who has got 1 loss, but he's only played 1 game. So he's got plenty more to play for. And then we have our other YouTuber, Gorgia, who has played and unfortunately lost both of his rounds. But there are 3 more rounds to go. If we go over to Group B, you've got Tyrannus leading with 2 wins and no losses. Kaz, similar to Axion, has only played 1 game, but he has won it, so that's a 100% win ratio. Thus why he's ahead for now. Next, we have our very own subscriber, Sniper Cat, who has got a 1 win, 1 loss, but we just won that glorious victory with the Tyranids. Next, we have our YouTuber, Professor Pone, who has only played 1 battle, but has unfortunately lost it. And next, at the bottom for now, is JGL, who has got 2 losses out of his 2 games. But as I said, there's 3 rounds to go. So all of these players, some of them have got 4 games to go, while others have 3. We've got plenty more battles ahead of us. So do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video or any of the other videos while I'm at it. And of course, I hope to see you next week for a round 3 of Group A. We'll see if Redbeard can get his lead more ahead, and if Gojira can get to the off the bottom, and if the bottom 3 can get themselves in a more stable position. Remember, it's the top 2 of each group are the ones that get through. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you for the next one. Till then, guys, take care.